Welcome back to another Explainer. Today we are jumping right into a totally wild Liga MX Apertura Round 1 clash between Club Tijuana and Tigres. Man, if you caught any of the action at Estadio Caliente, you already know it was just an absolute roller coaster from start to finish.
Okay, let's dive into this. 34. That is the number of times these two squads have squared off historically. And going into this matchup, well, the storyline felt pretty much written in stone. We were looking at what seemed like your classic David versus Goliath scenario. Which leads us to the huge question we're all trying to answer right now. How exactly did the massive underdogs secure a super dramatic 3-1 victory? Because what we actually saw out there on the pitch, it goes so far beyond just a final score. It's this incredible story of tactical shifts, pure willpower, and honestly, just capitalizing on pure chaos.
Overcoming the historical odds. To really grasp the scale of this upset, we have to look at what Tijuana was actually up against going into their home stadium.
Now, what's really interesting to see here is the stark contrast in their history. Out of those 34 previous meetings, Tigres had 19 wins. Tijuana, just 7. I mean, Tigres had nearly triple the wins and exactly double the goals, 54-27. The historical odds were overwhelmingly stacked against the home side.
The first half and the historic red card. From the referee's opening whistle, the tension was just palpable.
Let's walk through how this chaos kicked off. Tijuana actually drew first blood. Right at the 31st minute, Ramiro Arcega finds the back of the net off a beautiful assist by Yale Padilla. But just as Tijuana is settling into that 1-0 lead, boom, the momentum violently shifts right before halftime.
We absolutely have to emphasize this turning point. Deep into first half stoppage time, 45+1, Rodrigo Aguirre gets shown a red card. That single moment completely altered the tactical landscape of the game. Just like that, Tigres is down to 10 men, seemingly handing the keys to the match straight over to the underdog.
10 men fight back. Moving into the second act of this story, we get a pretty stark reminder. You can never, ever count out a historical giant, even when they're down a guy.
Check out this second half counterpunch. Just 11 minutes after the restart, minute 56, Tigres absolutely stuns the home crowd. Osiel Herrera slots in the equalizer thanks to a fantastic assist by Joaquim. Suddenly, it's 1-1 and the giant is wide awake.
So, here's the crucial question. Could a 10-man Tigres actually bunker down and hold on for a draw on the road? As that clock ticked closer and closer to 90 minutes, the suspense was unbearable. Tijuana was pressing so hard, but Tigres was holding firm.
Stoppage time stunners, because things were about to get incredibly frantic in those final, high-stakes moments. 90+5. We hit the 95th minute. Under just immense suffocating pressure, Murad El Ghazouani steps up to the spot. He buries a crucial penalty kick, totally breaking the deadlock and reclaiming the lead for Tijuana. 2-1.
But he was not done. 90+8. Just 3 minutes later, Tigres is throwing absolutely everything forward in total desperation, and El Ghazouani just unleashes this spectacular right-footed shot from outside the box right into the bottom right corner. That strike completely sealed the 3-1 victory and literally blew the roof off Estadio Caliente.
We have to take a quick second to celebrate that individual performance. Those stoppage time heroics earned El Ghazouani an 8.5 rating and the undisputed player of the match honors. The guy was just absolute ice when the pressure was highest.
Winning by the numbers. And this brilliantly illustrates that this wasn't just some late-game fluke. The stats show exactly how systematically Tijuana earned this win.
Let's look at the expected goals, or XG. Tijuana is sitting pretty at 2.12, compared to a measly 0.59 for Tigres. This completely validates the final result. It proves that Tijuana was consistently creating vastly superior scoring chances, especially after Tigres went down to 10 men. It wasn't just the quality of chances either. Look at the possession. Tijuana edged out Tigres 51% to 49%. I know it sounds super close, but controlling the ball even slightly is a crucial factor when you're trying to suffocate a favorite and make them desperately chase the game a man down.
And you can see how this builds into their offensive output. Tijuana nearly doubled their opponent's shot production. 15 total shots to Tigres' 8, and 7 on target compared to just 4. They kept that defense incredibly busy all night, proving that a 3-1 scoreline was a totally fair reflection of what actually happened.
Which brings us to the shocking new reality of the Aperture standings right now.
The historical underdog, Tijuana, is sitting at the very top of the table in first place with 3 points. And the giant, Tigres, they find themselves all the way down in 18th place at the very bottom. Unbelievable, right?
So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up. Does this match signal a permanent shift in power for the Apertura season, or is this just an early season stumble for a giant? We will definitely be tracking both of these squads closely as things unfold. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you next time.